Obviously, an outstanding performance by Isaac and the rest of the guys. We don't get a chance to play tomorrow if Isaac doesn't step up and give us that opportunity. It was a good win. We'll live to see tomorrow.
Isaac, what was working for you today? What was your out pitch? How were you feeling out there? Just kind of take us through the 9 innings.
Well, I like to keep them off balance with the changeup a lot. We worked that on the outside corner a lot, and then once they started to get on that a little bit, we started mixing in a little more fastballs, and then mixing in a curveball every once in a while just to keep it in the motion.
Was there something you'd go back to as your out pitch, so to speak, today?
I would say the changeup mostly. It was working really well today, and just kept throwing it, kept getting outs.
Any worries in that last inning? A little tense?
No, I try not to think about it too much. Just think about the next pitch, getting it over the plate. But we've been here before, so I was just pitching my game still.
You can answer that question, Coach. Any worries in that last inning?
No, we were all under control, no problem. We went 3-0 to the pinch hitter, and then came back and got him. That was I had all the confidence in the world.
Cody, you get a double on the 3rd inning, but in the 8th inning, you get a very key insurance run that puts your team up 2 runs. I think you singled the 3rd baseman and stole the base. Vance, can you sort of talk about that inning?
Well, I know as a leadoff, in general, I got to get on. That's my game, is to get on. We manufacture runs if I get on. So it just so happened that I led off that inning, and I knew it was we need to get more runs, like you said, insurance runs. So I knew that I needed to take my part into it, and I did. So I was happy about that.
Coach, talk about the running game. I was looking at the game from yesterday, and you really didn't have a lot of stolen bases, and the running game is a real big part of what you do. Talk about the reemergence of the running game today.
Well, it's tough to run when you're down 7 or 6. Yesterday it's tough. We got to chip away, but obviously when the game is close or we're ahead, we've got a number of guys that run, and we may not be the biggest team here, but that's the way we play, and so when we get those guys on, when Cody and Corey Lasky and Ryan Hall are on, those guys can take advantage of some things and create runs without hitting a double or a home run. So that's the way we've done things. So obviously getting Cody on base to lead innings off, or getting Cody on at all is outstanding. They're going to have to stop him. And not a lot of people successful at that.
Talk about the fundamentals. As you said, you're not trying to play from behind, you're playing from ahead.
Sure.
Just how the fundamentals sit there and play into your game plan?
Well, we still need to make more plays. We've given too many outs away the last 2 days, and we need to play better defense. Fundamentally speaking, defensively we need to be better. Base running things, a couple little things that had gone on that probably the fans or the people watching the game don't get, but we know we need to do better as well, and we're still waiting for someone to get a big wouldn't mind a double or a home run. It's okay to score like that once in a while too. So we'll be back at it tomorrow, whoever we've got, and continue to play our game.
Bill, they're a very aggressive team too. We saw them stealing bases today.
Sure.
First of all, were you expecting that out of them? They had a couple guys that would steal 2nd and 3rd. And second of all, were you trying to turn that against them at all?
They do a great job. Coach Esper said he does a great job of the running game as well. Though they, they kind of took advantage of some things that we did, and were able to take advantage of every opportunity that they got within the running game. So, having not seen them before, we knew they run. Obviously their numbers show that they can run, but they do an outstanding job of taking advantage of every situation they can. So, hats off to them for that.
How much pressure does Isaac's complete game take off your staff, and how you set things up now for tomorrow and hopefully for you guys going
Right. Well, I mean, we still got the same pressure on us to come tomorrow at noon. Cody Hafley will assume that pressure tomorrow and give us another opportunity to continue to advance. But it's a little bit different feeling, in the dugout. We did the exact same thing last year. We lost the first game, came back and won the second game. We didn't come to win a game and steal a World Series ball to put in our bag and put on the shelf. We came to win the whole thing. So we've got one game at a time, and Isaac took care of business for us today, and Cody will tomorrow, hopefully, and we'll continue to battle. Once we kind of move forward, towards the Monday and Tuesday, now you're thinking about bringing starters back, so we've got to get to that point where we can bring, our top guys back, and we've got guys in the bullpen and guys ready to go that'll be ready to take the challenge.
Right, I guess that was more the question, because you took the pressure off the bullpen arms
Yep.
today, and you don't have to go through that process.
Sure.
How many innings?
Right.
This guy has left.
And we kind of did that last night. Once the game got to a point and we had to go to the bullpen, we kept guys, one inning at a time, understanding that, we've got to, just because one guy, shuts them down, we may need him to shut them down today or tomorrow. So we couldn't burn them up. So obviously Isaac takes a lot of that pressure off and gives those bullpen guys an extra day, of rest. But they were ready to go today.